Good evening students. Today we will complete here part 5 of chapter 1 and the name of the chapter is life process, and in today's part we will learn about nutrition in higher animals. Okay, for example in human beings. So in higher organisms, for example earthworms, cockroaches and the vertebrates, the nutrients are utilized in a specialized digestive system, and mainly it is formed of two parts. They are an alimentary canal and digestive glands. Okay, so let's study about the alimentary canal of human beings. So alimentary canal, also called the digestive tract, it's about 8 to 10 meters long tube of varying diameter, which is differentiated into the following parts. What are they? They are mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine and anus. So let's read about the different parts of an alimentary canal. So first of all, the first part of the alimentary canal, that is mouth. Okay, and mouth is a transverse aperture. What it is? It is a transverse aperture. Okay, which is bounded by movable lips, and it is used for ingestion. And the next part is, that is buccal cavity. Buccal cavity has tongue and teeth. Buccal cavity, it has tongue and teeth. Tongue is a thick muscular organ which is present on the floor of buccal cavity, and it has thousands of taste buds which help to taste the food or to tell the taste of the food. And tongue also helps in tasting of food, mixing food and saliva, and swallowing the food also. Okay, so these are the main functions of a tongue. Now let's know about the teeth. Okay, teeth are present in both the jaws and embedded in socket of jaw bones. So there are 4 types of teeth in human beings. What are they? They are teeth. 4 types of teeth are there. They are incisors, canines, premolars and molars. So total 32 teeth are there, and 32 teeth are there. And what are the numbers of teeth in each jaw? Okay, like incisors are there, so they are 4 in each jaw. Canines are 2 in each jaw. Okay, and these premolars, they are also 4, or molars, they are 6. Okay, in each jaw. So you can see that what are the total number of teeth in one jaw. They are 4 plus 2 6, 6 and 4 10 and 6 16, and in each jaw there are 16 teeth, and in 2 jaws there will be 32 teeth in total. Okay, so and students, teeth also help to cut, chew and grind the food, and it also takes place in the buccal cavity. The next part, that is pharynx. And it is a funnel shaped part of alimentary canal. Funnel shaped part where the food and air passes cross each other, and it has mainly 2 openings. It has 2 openings. What are their names? They are glottis and gullet. So what is glottis? It leads into voice box and windpipe. It leads into voice box and windpipe. And gullet, it leads into esophagus and opens only during swallowing the food. And opens during swallowing the food. Okay, now let's know about the next part, that is esophagus. So what is esophagus? Esophagus, it is also known as food pipe, and it is long, narrow and tubular structure which passes through neck and thorax and opens in stomach. It conducts the food by peristalsis. What is peristalsis? It is involuntary contraction and relaxation of muscles to move the food downwards. Okay. And next part is let's read about the esophagus. Okay, it is long, narrow tubular structure which passes through neck and thorax. Neck and thorax, okay, and opens in stomach. Next part of alimentary canal, that is stomach. So stomach here in this diagram, as you are looking at the diagram of, look at the diagram of digestive system of human beings, and you can see here that this is the stomach, and stomach is a thick muscular, okay, thick muscular J-shaped structure. You can see that the structure of the stomach is J-shaped, and it is present on the left side of the upper part of the abdomen. It helps in mechanical churning and chemical digestion of the food. Stomach helps in mechanical churning and chemical digestion of food. It also stores the food. The muscular wall of stomach helps in the mixing of food and gastric juices. Okay, the muscular wall of stomach helps in mixing the food and gastric juices. The next part of alimentary canal, that is small intestine. Students, it is long tube-like structure, okay, and narrow also, and it is about 6.5 meters long, and it is present in the abdomen, and it is again divided into duodenum and ileum, okay, and mainly it is concerned with completion of digestion and absorption of food. Okay, it's a long, narrow and tubular structure okay student, as you can see in the diagram also that this is the coiled structure. Okay, the length of small intestine, that is 6.5 meters, and mainly it is concerned with the completion of digestion and absorption of food. It is mainly concerned with completion of digestion and absorption of food. The next part of alimentary canal, that is large intestine. The length of large intestine is about 2.5 meters, and it is shorter and wider than small intestine. It is shorter and wider than So now you will be thinking that the length of small intestine is more than large intestine, but it is called a small intestine. So why is it so? Actually, you can see that the opening of large intestine is wider than the small intestine. So that is why the not due to its length, okay, due to its opening, the opening of the large intestine is wider. So that's why it is called large intestine, as the opening of small intestine is narrow, okay. So that's why it is called the small intestine. Okay students, so this is small intestine and it is divided into colon and rectum, or it is differentiated into colon and rectum. And what is its function? It helps in formation and temporary storage of feces. The last part, that is anus, and it lies at the base of the trunk and it is used for egestion, okay. So this is all about the alimentary canal of human beings.